Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Bangladesh Career Mode. We didn't have a very good start in the first one day international, but we will cover that very shortly. I'll just give you guys the squad for the series of New Zealand at tour. So Iqbal, Naeem, Harudori, Raheem, Huck, Lilton Das, and we picked a young, talented keeper, Fardeen Hassan. Just produced some good numbers this season. Deserved to go, and he looked alright in the innings that he played too before he got himself out. So going to give him more opportunities there. Shakib Al Hassan, Mamadullah Safuddin, Hussain, Rahman, Hassan, and a youngster Ruyul Maya. Yeah, he's performed reasonably well in domestic cricket. Got an opportunity. Obviously, got a debut in the first game. So we'll go over this result now. New Zealand batted first, 329 for 9. Martin Guptill, Latham Williamson, outstanding, with Guptill bringing up the 100 there. 14 fours and 3 sixes. He was just very devastating. Guptill, like the 179 for 3, just laid the foundation for guys to come in and do some really handy contributions, like Glenn Phillips come in, Neesham come in, and Santa towards the end. We did well to bring it back a little bit with Rahman 1 for 49 off his 9 overs. Probably should have bowled 10. The youngster Maya 1 for 52. Mamadullah 2 for 45 and Shakib Al Hassan 2 for 65. In our response, it was a one-man performance really. Shakib Al Hassan 135, 19 fours, 4 sixes. He just couldn't get enough support. Like Huck 32 of 31, Raheem 21 of 15, Hassan as mentioned 20 out of 30. Just not enough support. We were out in the 46th over for 269. So today's game is all about trying to redeem it. On this tour, my goal is to win at least one match in the one-day international series and one in the T20 international series. Because it is pretty hard to tour at the moment with Bangladesh, as we're trying to develop some players and build up for the future. There will be a change to this team as well. We're going to bring in Hussain from Muhammad Naeem. He's just a wee bit out of form. Just going to push some people up the order and just gives us another option to bowl. We've got 7 bowling options. And I'm pretty happy with that lineup. So the current year, it's been pretty solid from everyone involved. And let's get straight into the action, shall we? So New Zealand have got Tom Bruce playing in this game. That's the only change to their squad. We will want to probably bowl first in these conditions. And we are bowling first. Okay, it's overcast. The weather doesn't look like it's going to be too good. I'm going to bowl a wee bit differently to Martin Guptill, actually. I'm going to be aggressive first up to him, and we'll just have a level approach to trying to get him out. And I tell you what, the aggressive approach has paid off. Rahman has bowled pretty well that ball to get Guptill out. He tried to get a really quick start there. Kane Williamson's going to be a really tester. We're going to be a bit defensive. Huck will try and get in. Rahman's trying to get those early wickets, and obviously we'll try and tone her down a wee bit now, as Williamson has got a start. 1 for 30, a wee bit at spin. So I'm going to bring the young fella in. He's sort of a defensive bowler. Huck's bowled pretty well. 43 for 1 after 10. We contain them a bit better this inning, so we'll get the field spread out. Now, like, we need to break this partnership. Like, Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor are the big 2 to get. Phillips, Bruce, Neesham, Santa are there for big contributions towards the back end of this. And it's going to keep the field up for Huck. It's obviously bowled pretty well. 6 overs, 1 maiden, none for 15. That was a pretty good spell for him. We're going to bring Shakib Al Hassan to the wicket now. Make sure we've got some really good cover for him. Meyer can continue to bowl at that end. 4 overs, none for 18. Pretty tidy spell. Shakib sort of a wee bit at Spencer. 3 overs, none for 21. We're going to take him out of the attack. Kane Williamson with that dinky shot, the third man. I'm going to put a man out there for him in particular. And we'll bring in that field there. Right, Kane Williamson, see how good you are. Change the field for him. We'll just put another symbol there. Let's confirm that's a different field. Henry Nicholson probably have a stock standard sort of field. So yeah, just changing the tactic for Kane Williamson. And the all-rounder Safudden's got the wicket of Henry Nichols. We got a key wicket at a key time there. Like, New Zealand were starting to build a bit of a platform. Still are. Yep, we'll bowl there. Need another wicket, though. Shakib's been expensive now. We'll bring Mamadula to the crease. Want to cover that little fine leg shot. I'm going to bring the fielder up here. Field number 7. Like, we've got many variations of fields now, which I'm happy to build. I'll move that field around a bit. It won't take me too long to do that. So Ross Taylor, sort of pretty much well known for his cover drives and that. So we're cutting that option off for him. Mumdula does a good job. Safudden, he's sort of contained it a wee bit. 3 overs, 1 for 25. Just a wee bit on the expensive side. Trying to contain these two as much as we can. Just got to pick up the old wicket here and there. We don't want to be chasing well over 300 again. So do a good job here. Number 35 for Meyer in this game. Just a wee bit expensive. Mushfiqur, Mustafizer Rahman. Peek it back. Okay, it's a wee bit out of control now. New Zealand 193 for 3, but we've got the breakthrough of Williamson. Hopefully that can clamp it up a wee bit. But a fantastic knock from Kane Williamson. 113 off 85 deliveries. He can really punish you silently, and he did there. 15 boundaries and 3 sixes. And Ross Taylor's set as well, and this is pretty much not ideal. Again, just need to sort of peg it back. None for 46. We're just really missing that really high-class next seamer in our lineup. Keep trying to peg it back, but yeah, we've got to learn some harsh lessons on tour and whatnot. Like, I had to bring the extra seamer over because we're playing on New Zealand conditions. It's really known for seam bowling. Credit to Huck today. Like, he has had few and far between performances. He's only a youngster at the end of the day, 21. Just learning the ropes. He's got good domestic stats, but he's just finding his way here at the moment. And he's bowled a good spell today. We'll bring Safudden back into the attack. Just making sure we cut some options out. Then Ross Taylor looks like he can really launch here. We just need to get some strikes. And we've got the key wicket of Ross Taylor. So Bangladesh just plugging away. There's another key strike. But apart from Kane Williamson, they have not really got away from us at the moment. We've just got to bowl well in this next section here if we can. Just got to keep taking breakthroughs. And we got the wicket of Jimmy Neesham. It's a big wicket. Yeah. Candy cricketer Jimmy Neesham. Do a reasonable good job in most facets. Safudden's bringing it back nicely. Good spell from Huck. 262 for 6. We need to get another strike. I'm going to bring Meyer into the wicket. The spin hasn't worked today, so Shakib and Mamadula probably won't come back. And they have bowled 10 overs in that allotted time. So we're just going to get some overs out of the seamers. So the seamers are going to be heavily relied on in the next wee while. Just to try and get a few wickets and try and peg this back. Got the key wicket of Tom Bruce. Meyer, well bowled. Picked up another wicket, the second one-day international wicket. Safudden picked up the wicket of Mitchell Santner now. So Bangladesh, to our credit, have shown some fight against the Kiwis. Taking a few wickets. Bring Rahman back now. I like this field. Just covers that zone, the big hit down there, and just the sweep. We're just going to try and cover all positions if we can. Even though they scored over 300, I felt we bowled a lot better in this game. We've actually bowled New Zealand out, so good performance. It just requires someone to get going here, and who knows, we may be able to pick up a win away from home. New Zealand grounds are well known for getting scores in excess of 300. The only thing I'm really concerned about is guys like Southey and Jamieson may be able to get a bit out of the surface. Be interesting to see how our guys react against it. So Huck with the start, boundary. Jimmy Neesham opening the bowling. Very interesting choice. I thought Tim Southey would have been opening the bowling. So Iqbal, Shakib, Mushfiqur Rahim. God, these guys need to step up. And unfortunately, Iqbal has departed for 10. So Mushfiqur Rahim. It's 28 for 1. Lovely cricket shot. It's gone for 4. Again, just need a partnership and just to give ourselves a chance. Like the last 10 overs, if we can get there, if we're 4 down or something like that, like 6 wickets in hand to chase 80 something, it is certainly on. Some good cricket being played. Oh, Huck. Neesham with another wicket. Neesham should not be getting these sort of wickets front up. He's one of those bowlers though, Neesham. Just chip away. It brings the century maker from the last one-day international, Shakib Al Hassan, to the wicket. Got to try and form something with Rahim. And we need to go at a good rate. And Jamieson has struck. Shakib Al Hassan will not be getting a big score this innings. Look at that hoop in late. Just to get that inside the line. And it brings Fardeen Hassan to the crease. As we talked about, he is gone. He's not going to feature today. So Southey got the wicket. So New Zealand bowling very well. And we're just... It's been outclassed in this match, really. So Southey with another one. They're utilising the conditions pretty well. Probably what we didn't do pretty well is probably pitch the ball up. I bowled probably line and length, and it didn't really work. This is a humiliation, to say the least. Need to show some out-and-out fight from these two. Luckily, we bat deep. So we're not going to win the one-dayer here. And I'm hoping we win the third one. So it is good value and a good lesson from New Zealand. Yeah, I'm in the third match. I've got to pitch the ball up. Like, in most... like, European and, like, Australian, New Zealand conditions, you're going to get reward by pitching the ball up. Like, if you bowl line and length, sure, it can contain for a certain period of time, but you're not going to get as many wickets as what you think. So Bangladesh really need a partnership here. We don't want to be humiliated. We want to get reasonably close to the total. Just want to play some positive cricket. Lovely shot from Hussain. He was brought into the team. Some part-time off breaks. Some handy innings with the bat. Rahim hits a boundary. It's good cricket. Working it away for a boundary. It's another 4. Good bowling from Mushfiqur. Good batting from Mushfiqur Rahim. Closing on a 50. Fortunately, batsmen around him have fallen over to really mount a challenge at this score. Unfortunately, like we're going at a reasonable rate, but the wickets is just going to really hinder us. So it's about batting for a bit of respectability. Maybe having a late charge towards the end if we may need 100 off the last 10 and get lucky with something. But that's going to require people staying around. And Hussain, who was batting really well, he's out for 48, runnable 48. So 143 for 7 now. Brings Huck to the crease, who had a pretty good day off the ball. 3 very nice wickets. Can he support Rahim just for that little while? As Rahim builds his innings. Like the last couple of partnerships have been okay. We're putting up a solid fight here. Didn't crumble completely at least, which is a good sign. Out for 12. The innings is about to wrap up. And it's a pretty disappointing effort with the bat. I thought we could have given this a fair chase. But it's just learning to win away from home. In these conditions is what our team has to do, striving forward into the future. But like we're seeing now that if we can bat out these overs somehow, it's a positive. My goal was to win one day game, 120 over game. It may not happen. And Raheem is gone. Good innings, 74 for 120 deliveries. Slowed down a wee bit there. 11 fours, no sixes. Just about to wrap this up for the first one-day international on video. The second one is a dead rubber of sorts, but we'll try a few different players out that have come along here. Can we get 200? We are going to get 200. That's for keeping from Glenn Phillips. 207 for 9 now. 214 for 9. I'm very surprised we got this far. And like New Zealand trying different combinations, and we finished 214 for 9. Only 2 positive performances to talk about. At least we batted the 50. We've got to try and bat a little bit better. So New Zealand actually push away. We'd love to bat first actually and put them under some sort of pressure. So this game here, I probably will bring in Hassan. We'll bring in Haruldroy. I'll give him a bit of a go. At opening, the batting, we'll bring him to keep as well. It'll be our lineup there today. So we've got 3 seamers. We've got a heap of spin options. Would New Zealand make any changes for this game? Hamish Bennett, I see, has been put into their team for this game. Oh, the wicket. Oh, we've been put in the bat. I was going to bowl first on this surface. It's going to offer a wee bit first up. So, yeah. Very interesting, too, that they picked Sheet. Like, where's Trent Bolt? Trent Bolt must be injured, surely. Like, he is a world-class operator. I think he'd be in the team. So at least we set the tone this game. If we can sort of bat out the first sort of 10, 15 overs without losing too many wickets. That is a loss of a wicket. And the youngster is being found wanting out for 0. So he hasn't really taken his chances on tour. So he might find himself on the outer, like Muhammad Naeem and guys like that can come back in and sort of build on their place. So good tours so far for Shakib and Mushfiqur Rahim. Everyone else has been a wee bit quiet and a bit under par so far. 41 for 1 after 7. I think the key is when we get to bowl, like we've got to break that top 4. Like Guptill, Williamson, and Taylor are very world-class limited over players, and then they've got handy all-rounders. If you can get to those all-rounders early, though, you can put them under some sort of heat. It's a weakness in the New Zealand one-day side at the moment. Raheem, lovely shot from Raheem. Some good batting here from Bangladesh. Broke it away for the boundary there. It's good cricket. We've manoeuvred that away. I think Santner is going to play a wee part in this game. It's got to take our time. Like, hopefully that pitch deteriorates a wee bit as well and just we get a bit of turn and whatnot. It could favour us here. Iqbal. I'm so annoyed with Iqbal. 43 or 39. That's a start. We've got to pride ourselves on going further than that. Take more responsibility there. Key works a boundary. Been a bit quiet with the ball this series, Shakib. Like, he's been a wee bit more expensive than usual. Exceptional with the bat. Exceptional cricketer all round, Shakib Al Hassan. I can totally understand why he's been number 1 in the world ratings in real life. Just adds so much to this Bangladesh team. He really has to step up on occasions. As Mushfiqur Rahim brings up the Bangladesh 100. 100 for 2 after 16. So it's a good, healthy run rate here at the moment. Next 10 overs. Just got to build on that. 50 or something off that would be nice. Though it's good batting. New Zealand leaking boundaries. That is 3 boundaries off the over. We've hit another 4. It's a good shot. That's gone for 4. 122 for 2. I'll tell you what, we've played a lot of series in year 1, to say the least. At least Bangladesh are getting a lot of cricket. It's good for the series. And once again, hopefully people are enjoying the series. Like, Bangladesh this season have made some progress. Like, we've had some good results. Won some test matches, some one-dayers. Wee bit up and down in the T20 stuff. But hey, it's all about learning the process and building up our team. A couple of youngsters have sort of played some knocks and bowled right here and there. There are some positive signs. Mushfiqur Rahim's actually doing a good job here. And Shakib's sort of supporting him at the moment, building that platform. So these two are the absolute key. Like, we've just got to set it up for like Mamadullah, Safuddin, Hussain. Lovely shot. It's gone for 4. Santner is trying to keep it under control. Lovely shot. Over the ball nicely. Swept it along the carpet. Shakib putting on a masterclass here. How to play the spin. Santner is a very good bowler that can contain pretty well, and he's gone for 3 boundaries off this over. Punches off the back foot. That is 16 off the over, and Shakib has brought up his 50 of 36 deliveries, 11 boundaries in that. And it was risk-free cricket as well. Well played. As Bangladesh continue to build a solid platform, we're going at a very good rate above 6. And we don't really need to change our aggression or anything. Like, nothing's really needed to be changed. Rahim couldn't convert to that 100, unfortunately. He's been trapped in front. LBW and Nisham has got the wicket. And we're bringing in Mamadullah next, just to get him established, hopefully. Don't let this fall over now, guys. Like, we did all the hard work. Someone needs to build round Shakib. That's a beautiful shot. Showing the placemaker's name, Mamadullah. So 93 for 3. Shakib gets another boundary. Closing on that 200 in the 30th over. And we've got it in the 30th over. So we've got 20 overs to bat. At least 120. If we can get it. If not more. Key will be Shakib continuing on what he's doing. Like, he's got to be the pillar of the team and everyone works around him. Very interesting to bring in Sheet now. Lovely shot from Mamadullah. Partnerships are the key. Santner's been hit around a wee bit here. 1 for 68 off his 8 overs. Going above 8. Shakib playing a really good knock here. 86 of 63. And Mamadullah's played some beautiful drives. Just continuing on the good work. The partnership is sort of forming. 20 off 26 from Mamadullah is a good contribution so far to the partnership. Shakib's absolutely belted that. Probably wasn't intending to hit it there too, but it's gone for 6. Santner's not having a good day at the office. And just another terrible delivery. Just Shakib can rock back and punch that away. He's 2 away from that 100. And that'll be the second Shakib 100 of the series. And Kane Williamson, the part-timer on now. Just going to respect Kane Williamson. We're not going to change the aggression. Like, if we're getting enough off the overs. And Shakib has fallen. Williamson gets the wicket. Shakib will not be bringing up his 100 today. 99 off 72 deliveries. He'll be gutted about that, Shakib. So Mamadullah's just got to play a knock now. But great knock from Shakib. Fortunately, couldn't get that one extra run. Kane Williamson with the strike. And 4 down for 264 after 40. Harodoi, obviously would like to take this opportunity. He's been given some chances, and that is a play and a miss. Got a few guys in now. Mamadola, don't let this slip, man. That's a big 6. That was cleanly hit. It's into the 40s now, Mamadola. And this is a big over for Bangladesh. 320, 330s on the cards here. We've just got to bowl reasonably well. It's another big hit for Mamadola. And that, I believe, is 50. Yep, 52 off 59 deliveries. He's played a pretty composed knock so far. Another boundary. This is good batting from Mamadola. He hung around, built a partnership with Shakib. Got himself in. So the 300's up, 5 overs remaining. He's going to keep the aggression at this. I believe you don't go all out, because you just lose your pose. And you're more likely to lose your wicket. So just one aggressive bar underneath. This is just good enough. Like, we're scoring reasonably freely. Lovely shot. Flicked off the pads, pretty much, in 4 runs. Brilliant over for Bangladesh. 17 off it. New Zealand sort of battling to contain here. Good cricket shot. So that's 8 off the over. It's another good over for Bangladesh. Down to a fine third man, and we'll take 9 off that over. 328 for 4. Can we punish the bowling a sheet? He seems to be the weak link of the bowling unit. Playing a miss. Look at that. I reckon Mamadola's played a gem of a knock here. Timed his run perfectly. 340 for 4. If we can get this above 350, it's a pretty challenging and daunting total for New Zealand to chase. 1 over to bat. We will go all out now just to try and get the bonus runs. Rodoi batted pretty well. Mamadola's played and missed. And he's gone. Sheets bowled a magnificent last over, and again, I probably shouldn't have gone for the 1 bar increase, but 77 off 75 deliveries, 9 4s and 3 6s. So Raheem Al Hassan, Mamadola did a good job, and we've got our new all-time record, 347, and that's a pretty good total for Bangladesh batting, considering we're put into bat on a surface where it would have offered a wee bit for the bowlers. So now we've got to bowl well. We've got to play pretty defensive. Martin Gupta will come out swinging, I'd say. Put New Zealand under some sort of pressure if we can. So I'm going to bring in Shakib in really early. Can I use some fields here? Yep. So I'm bringing in some spin just to try and combat things. We'll bring Naeem Hassan in as well. I don't like those sort of fields. I'm just going to... we're not going for a field like that. So we're just going to cut off Martin Gupta big time here. Just cover the options. We're going to put a guy on the sweep pretty much. I'm going to put a guy there pretty much at a flyish slip. And we're just going to get... well, we've got that covered mid-wickets. Probably keep the slip in. And we'll put a guy at point. And we'll make this first 10. Like, normally I don't bring spin in. But, yeah, we've got to make an exception. Because Gupta has got off to a bit of a flyer. And I'm just trying to cut his options off. 46 without loss after 5 overs. Gupta is flying at the moment. We'll bring Safuddin in. 53 without loss. can't do too much fields about him. So yeah, he's hitting in this zone here, and I'm just trying to cut that off. Seems not to be working. Point. Just gonna sort of patch up that field a little bit, make it really hard for Guptill to get away. What over is this? It's pretty early on. I'm gonna try and cover like the sweep. Potentially, no, I'll go for a slip. Gonna go for a fly slip so you can kind of cover the third man. Sort of options. A bit of an unusual field, but you've got to really think about in cricket captain sometimes too. Yeah, you got to think outside the box to get people out. That's what we're doing. So Henry Nicholls, he's been a bit more quieter, so we'll give him some slips in that. Shakib Al Hassan. Guptill 51 off 30 deliveries, devastating. 4 4s and 4 6s. New Zealand have made a really good start to this chase. We've got a wicket. We've got the wicket of Henry Nicholls. A much needed wicket for Bangladesh, but it brings the classy and world class Kane Williamson to the wicket. And one thing I did forget again is I've got to pitch the damn ball up. Let's get it up there. That's how we'll get our wickets. This ball's going to offer a bit for us. Just going to make sure we change our fields. We've got to take our time. Make sure we do this, because every now and then I do forget. Kane Williamson's going to play that little dinky shot down to third man. I'm going to cover that option. It's going to change that field slightly for him. Number 33. It's just New Zealand has started that brilliantly. Like, the run rate's really under control now. Got a lot of off spin. We'll bring Huck back to the thing now because of the restrictions off now. Cut. Bring him over here. If you're gonna hit here, Guptill, I'm gonna try and cut that off. Put a guide like it's sort of a really funny position there, and bring it down there. So if you want the single, there we go. Make your work for it. Kane Williamson. Obviously, I'm just going to put a guy there and there. Make a few changes. So, yeah, New Zealand really much in a very dominant position at the moment. Very hard to contain. But, yeah, what can you do? Guptill's playing a bit of a blinder. 73 out of 56, and Kane Williamson's sort of looking really good himself. He's played that productive shot down there. Just make sure we cut that off on him. Mamadullah, he will get the wicket of Kane Williamson, but he has been almightily expensive. Keep slipping. 44 off 32. Guptill just continues on his way. Not going to bowl Mamadullah too much. We'll bring Hassan back. Obviously, Guptill's playing the spin really well. Ross Taylor. Slow start, Ross Taylor. We need to get that breakthrough. Oh boy, Guptill is really taking us apart, and I just can't do too much about it. I've got to bring back my strike weapon. I'm going to try a field like this. So if you can get through our infield. It's hard, you know, like it's hard to contain like really classy players on this game. Got the wicket of Taylor though, 204 for 3. Wee bit of an opening. Taylor 22 off 17, but they've all contributed. Like Guptill's got that big score. That's what I say about my team. Someone's got to go onto that big score and give us a bit of a hand. So Hassan, Rahman. I'm gonna take Hassan out. Bring the part timer in. Try and cover as many options as I can, but. Again, New Zealand, credit to them. They're playing this innings brilliantly at the moment. It's hard. And Hussain has done us a huge favour here and got the wicket of Martin Guptill. So the great innings of Martin Guptill comes to an end. Who remembers his massive 200 against the West Indies in the World Cup quarter-final? That was a brilliant knock. Like, I'm a New Zealand fan, obviously. But that innings was very special and... yeah, we remembered for a long time. 227 for 4 after 30. Shakib Al Hassan will be back into the attack. Just going to try and contain, just get the spin into the attack. And it has paid dividends. Got the wicket of Glenn Phillips. New Zealand faltering a little bit here in this big run chase. Going to take Rahman out of the attack. Saifuddin. No. I've got to play a sort of a field that sort of covers the options. Another key wicket. We've got the wicket of Jimmy Neesham. So the big score that we got, New Zealand's starting to feel it a wee bit now. Saifuddin out of the attack. I've got to keep being innovative here. Got to get something out of these spinners. I'm going to bring the part-timer back. Can't let these guys off the hook from here. I tell you what, Hussein's bowled a couple little spells here, and he's got the wicket of Tom Bruce. So New Zealand are 7 down now. That looked like it struck outside the line. Maybe Tom Bruce was a wee bit unlucky there. It looks like he was. Is that out? I'm just going to have a wee look at that again. Like, I don't normally look at LBWs. I thought he got outside the line. It's a bit unfair to Bruce. He may have... I want to see this. I reckon he's been hit outside the line. I reckon he's got outside the line. Has the game got that right? I don't know. Shakib, Sheets hit a 6 off that first delivery. 269 for 7. New Zealand, pretty much, if they bat the overs out, they win. We'll bring Mamadullah into the attack. That's what I'm going to bring in the last sort of 10 field in. I'm gonna have to bring our seamer back. Just gotta try and get that wicket to really break it up. Like, New Zealand, I think, can still win this, and that has paid off. So Mitchell Santner's gone. Rahman bored on to get the wicket for 1 over, and that's a really good strike again. Shakib will be back into the attack now, and try and sort of contain them a wee bit, take a bit of a chance, see if they make the mistake. Yeah, I've got to take him out of the attack for an over. 296 for 8 New Zealand. As Bangladesh are trying to scramble and get through some sort of thing here. Just, yeah, he's got the key wicket of Sheet. Good. 296 for 9. New Zealand got a lot to on that last partnership. Oh, it's that missed. Oh, that's a bad decision from the umpire. That did not hit the stumps. And we've wrapped up the innings, guys. So we have taken a match off New Zealand on our tour. Really happy with that performance. Like, had to fight really hard. Martin Guptill looked exceptional. But no one else really got going. Kane Williamson looked real threatening, but credit to the bowlers. Like, we keep changing it up. Like, New Zealand were going at a really good run rate. They were going to always potentially win the game if they batted their 50. But credit to Shakib, 99. Would have loved to have seen 100 there. But yeah, good to see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. At least we got one in the series. New Zealand won the series. But a pretty competitive series. As mentioned, 329 for 9. Showed a bit of fight there. Shakib with that good 135. There are a few positives to take out of most games. Like, we fought back well in this game. Rahman and Huck bowled pretty well. And as mentioned, Raheem got that 74 and 48. There was a bit of a collapse there. And some positives going forward. I will play the 20 over series offline. We'll go over the results in the next video. The next video will be the year in review for Bangladesh as we go into the sort of second year of this career mode. But smash the like button, guys, for more Bangladesh career mode, and we'll see you next time.